In reply to your question, how do you respond to the objection that the present tense of verbs, such as adultery, in the Lord's teaching on divorce, should be understood as general and not continuous? A few years ago, I had looked at that possibility in much depth. I sought to understand the Greek present tense and aorist tense, as they are different from our present and past tenses. If you go to any beginner's biblical Greek study book, you will be told that the action in the present tense is an ongoing action, perpetual, continuous. But I also read about aspect in the Greek that modern biblical Greek experts are discussing. And I would have to agree they might have the point that, though it is not continuous, recent research into verbal aspect has suggested that the Greek tense system is an aspectual one, that is, it pertains to how the author chooses to view the action, rather than how the action actually took place. In light of this, the present tense should be understood semantically as the internal viewpoint, looking at the action as in progress, as developing or unfolding. I have come to believe that Jesus saw the action of adultery happening in real time, in the present time that he was speaking. Did it continue forever? Not if the man truly repented or changed his mind and annulled the adulterous relationship, quit being adulterous. If Jesus saw that the action of adultery had stopped, he could have used the aorist verb tense, which is an action that has already happened and isn't continuing to the present nor future. However, the present participle ing most definitely could be argued as a continuous action happening in the present, as we would use in English, such as walking, talking, being adulterous, committing adultery. When we see the sentence written in the present tense, for example, he commits adultery in our English language, we assume that it is a one-time act in the present. This causes us confusion. It should have been written, he is committing adultery, and therefore, we would more likely understand that it is something happening in progress. Another important fact is that the translators typically translate the aorist, past subjunctive word, might have divorced, into the present or future English tense as divorces or shall divorce. Why do they translate it that way? We apparently don't have a past subjunctive in the English language, and it would sound awkward. Matthew 19 verse 9 could literally be translated, whoever perhaps might have divorced at some unknown time in the past, which is the aorist past subjunctive. That is, he divorced his woman, and might married at some unknown time in the past, which is also the aorist past subjunctive. That is, he might married another woman.
He is committing adultery. The sin is in progress.
That is, he is committing adultery himself, himself being the middle voice of the verb.